Hello, I'm here top of Churchley Primark, Bold Street End on this very busy, noisy Tuesday afternoon. It really is a busy, noisy day. Travelling along Breck Road today, County Road the other day. They are two communities, long-standing proud Scouse communities, that are vanishing very quickly. Cultural change is transforming those two long-standing proud Scouse communities, and if this continues, trust me, ladies and gentlemen, there will not be a Breck Road, a county road as we know it. It'll still be there in name, yes, that's right. But those two communities will never, ever be the same again. County roaders, Breck roaders, they are now vanishing from Liverpool, moving out or being displaced. They see their community changing into a different, unfamiliar, unfriendly, hostile one. People are moving, those that can, right? So we must oppose further cultural change. Because like I've said, cultural change takes no prisoners, right? They don't care about our Scouse culture, long-standing proud Scouse communities. They have their own culture, their own ways, beliefs, values, incompatible with ours. They don't care what happens to Breck Road or County Road or anywhere else for that matter, right? They belong to a completely unassimilable culture that doesn't want to assimilate, wants to dominate. Just go and look around some of these other communities around the country where the culture that doesn't want to assimilate, wants to dominate, has sunk its roots so deep there in the driving seat, right? It's not Joe Owens making this up. It's not Joe Owens having to go at anyone, far from it. I wish I didn't have to come down here. But like I say, if I don't, who will? No one. And these reckless politicians will get away with what they're allowing to happen to our glorious city, long-standing proud Scouse community, Breck Road, County Road, ladies and gentlemen. They've been there since Dick Dot, right now being changed, culturally changed into different places, right? Not something Joe Owens is making up, it's real and present. Those who live there will bear testament to what I say. This must stop, otherwise our city will change where it'll never ever be the Liverpool we remember it as. It'll be a completely different place. We can't allow this to ever happen. This is our city. It belongs to us, our children, our grandchildren, and all those amazing Scousers yet to be born. It doesn't belong to anyone else. Sorry for being selfish, but boot on the other foot. I'm sure that's how new arrivals would view things. That's how they'd look at it, wouldn't they? Of course they would. Like I've said, cultural change takes no prisoners. They don't care what happens to Breck Road or County Road. Right? They're there to change it. They're quite happy changing it, because that's what they do. The culture that doesn't want to assimilate, wants to dominate, that's what it does. It changes places, and they're not changed back. There's no, like I say, there's no cultural rewind button. Them areas have gone forever then, like they did elsewhere across the country. We can't let this happen. Can't let this continue, ladies and gentlemen. Too many different nationalities, cultures are coming into our glorious city, transforming it. Vast majority have no intentions whatsoever of embracing our ways, but imposing their ways over ours. That's what happens. That's what's happened to other communities across the country. In fact, you know it has. I don't need to tell anyone. That's what's happened. And we see this transformation now underway here in our glorious city. Our cherished city centre is losing its unique Scouse status, character and identity. Long-standing proud Scouse community, County Road, Breck Road, many others, they are being changed into different places. New arrivals, universal Scousers or adversaries, they don't care about long-standing proud Scouse communities changing. They don't care at all, right? And like I've said, our children and grandchildren will be coming into our cherished city centre soon, if they're not already doing so. So an unfamiliar, unfriendly, hostile place. 5 years' time, like I've said, where is our city going to be, ladies and gentlemen? Right? Where is it going to be? Well, we know where it's going to be. Down the road further to cultural change, cultural chaos, like we see in Hare Hills, Leeds and many other once unique places across the country. Got to put our children and grandchildren, got to put them first, ladies and gentlemen, right? Got to think of them. You can't let emotion cloud your judgment, right? This is our city, it belongs to us and no one else. I walk in and around our cherished city centre for hours before I make these videos. I get my facts right, and my facts are indeed right. Our city is changing. If our cherished city centre is a microcosm of cultural change, then Liverpool is changing faster than even Joe Owens imagined, right? We must oppose what is happening, ladies and gentlemen. Do it at election time. Find a candidate, reliable, credible, opposed to further cultural change, and give them your vote. Be short of that, ladies and gentlemen. Cultural change will sweep across our glorious city, changing it forever. No rewind button. Change for gone. County Road, Breck Road vanished off the map. Right, just there in name. We can't allow this to happen. We can't let this happen, ladies and gentlemen. This is our city. It belongs to our children, grandchildren, and all those amazing Scousers yet to be born. It doesn't belong to no one else. Sorry for being selfish, but that's the way it is. Remember, say no to cultural change, yes to Scouse pride. Shout it out loud, Scouse and proud. Okay, thank you. Hello, I'm still here, top of Church Street, Primark, Bold Street End on this very busy, noisy Tuesday afternoon. County Road and Breck Road must stand firm against further cultural change. Once cultural change starts spreading out from County Road right through Bolton, that community will fall faster to cultural change. And the same regarding Breck Road. Once cultural change starts moving on outwards, let's say, from Breck Road, more and more of Anfield is culturally changed, if I said that right. County Road and Breck Road are unique parts of Liverpool. They are part of our history, heritage, our very DNA. Once Scouse, long-standing proud Scouse communities go, then Liverpool loses its unique Scouse heart and soul. Its unique Scouse status, character and cultural identity. That's what is happening, ladies and gentlemen. You have to understand what's at stake here and the threat cultural change poses to our glorious city, our cherished city centre, long-standing proud Scouse communities, Scouse schools where our children become minorities and dance to the tune, and the culture new arrivals are brought with them. Our Scouse economy falling more and more into the hands of universal Scousers, our adversaries that are our Scouse brothers and sisters. They are our adversaries, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said in the previous video, they don't care what happens to Breck Road or County Road or West Derby Road, Smithdown Road or wherever, Prescott Road and Westminster Road, Warren Road, Stanley Road, Egbert Road and all the rest now undergoing cultural change. They do not care. They care about their culture. They care what's best for them. And I take my hat off to them thinking like that. But that's what we need to do, a united Scouts front. Right? They care about their children and grandchildren. There's no harm in that. Right? But if we don't start thinking and caring for our children and grandchildren, then we're going to lose our city. Yeah, it'll still be here in name, but it will change into a different place. Like we see London, Birmingham, Leicester. 3 examples, ladies and gentlemen, right? Where cultural change has transformed those 3 once unique cities into different places. They are completely different places. Everyone knows they are. You ain't been. You know quite well the different places. You go and watch Liverpool play at Wembley, so you would have witnessed it firsthand the past 30 years, and yet you're remaining silent as to what's happening here in our city. Shame on you, lad. Shame on you. You know what is happening. You know the outcome. You know the end result, how it unfolds. You know the whole package. You've watched it. You've witnessed it. What's happened across Wembley, the town of Wembley and the borough of Brent. So trust me, ladies and gentlemen, when I say this. County Road and Breck Road must stand firm against further cultural change. And you do this at election time. Find a candidate reliable, credible, opposed to further cultural change, and give them your vote. Short of that, ladies and gentlemen, these politicians will leave these communities to the mercy of cultural change. Right? And this isn't about whether or not new arrivals are good or bad people. It's irrelevant. You'd rather they were good, but it's irrelevant. There is a cultural change that comes with too many new arrivals with different ways with these value standards, incompatible with our Scouts ways, don't want to assimilate or integrate. They want to impose their ways. So, like I say, it doesn't matter. A cultural change follows. We can't allow this to happen. As I've said, we've got to think of our children, grandchildren, because if we don't, long term, we're in big trouble, ladies and gentlemen, right? Big trouble. Remember, say no to cultural change. Yes to Scouts pride. Shout it out loud, Scouts and proud. Okay, thank you.